GeezerWoW again, as things become more complex and there are more things to remember. We have two level 1s, and currently both are bankers, but our intention with Geez the Paladin, Geez Pal, was to have a new banker while we level up the Mage. So we'll log into the Mage. She's still positioned as banker. I don't know if she had anything in. Nope, nothing in auction and nothing to auction. But we can go right back. While I turn the volume down on this silly phone. And so here's where she started.
Arcanon Poros.
And all this does is take us down the hill to the southwest to the crash site. The lore on this, the story is that this is where the alien race, I guess they're all alien races,
good fortune
crashed.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Got a little bump, and since she's been a banker for a little while, she actually has 10, 20, about 30% of 200%.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Experience. And like all starting places, this gives her non-aggro to start out with. There's another quest giver here too, so let's go ahead and collect the quests.
Good fortune, good health, long life.
And when we first rolled this new tune, we moved the buttons around. This is a nice heal, and this is an armor ability that lasts half an hour. So we'll typically begin by putting that up. And I don't know why that's there, but I'm happy it is. Do a 1. Do another 1. And let's just whack it for a while. She has a staff equipped, and she's skilling up the staff. She has 1 of 8, and you can see on the fireball that the number is in, well, there you go, now it's in white. If I get a little closer. And I can repeatedly cast now. So I can do a lot of ranged damage. There's another one. It's in range, but I'll use it to pull this moth instead of reducing it, since there is a damage over time with this. 14 to 22 immediately, and then 2 over 4 seconds. Two doesn't sound like much, but at level 1 it is. The moth has a 42 total, so an additional 2 isn't very much. I'll shoot it a couple of times. That didn't take much. I'm a level 2. Oh, I'll just take the one on one, and since it touches me, it gets chilled, and that interferes with its attack. And if I back off, it'll slow pursuit. Yeah. 1. Oh. Another number 1 got it. That makes sense. 1, 2. Yeah. So using the 2 right mouse buttons until I get close enough, and then laying it on. I should be able to scale up a little bit more of that staff. There we go. I burned up my 200% really, really quickly. Let's take a look and see what I've got. Got a flimsy chain coat. I'm hovering and pressing and releasing the shift key and nothing happens. So I'll right click because I can equip it. I know I can sell that. I know I can sell that. I have 7 of 8. Take this one here. Yeah, it's as close as any. And do a 1. I'll do another 1. And I'll prepare to whack it with my staff. I use the K key to see what my weapon skills are. And except for unarmed, I'm actually skilled up. I don't have a wand, so I can't skill that up. This I'm going to do. It'll give me some more XP, but it'll also let me fight unarmed. Well, went to 4. Do a 1 and do some more of this. Not sure I like the color of the skill ups. I'll put the staff up here. Staff is 2 hands, so my convention is kind of put the 2-handed stuff on the left and put 1-handed stuff on the right. Ah, it's male, so I got to sell it. And my unarmed is nearly capped, so I'm good. I'll put the staff back and go to my turn in. As you may recall, at lower levels, skill ups come pretty quickly. So I actually should be done with the starting zone before very long.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
I'm glad the Naru remember us. And, oh, well, this is an easy choice. That's leather, that's mail. They're both redded out. And 7 armor. And so I'll definitely take that. Complete the quest. Take the next quest. Go to somewhere else in the crash site.
Good health, long life.
And there's the recipient. And then just to make sure I don't have anything on my feet, I don't. So I'll do that. So now I'm equipped. That looks pretty good for now. And there's the quest thingy. And I'm still very local. That is to say, my quest givers and turn-ins are pretty close together. So I don't really need to worry too much yet about bag slots,
May the light embrace you.
but this will give me a big 45. But it's about a 5% bump. And this is pretty easy. Use the Gift of the Naru and try it on the survivors and get a 4-slot bag.
May your days be long
That's
and your
4 more
hardships
slots
few.
than I've got now. And while I'm in here, Mage
Each day
Trainer.
is a blessing.
Definitely want to visit here. Complete the quest. For 85, that'll be a 5% bump, a
Dionysus
little bit more.
Akkad.
And
Greetings, friend.
just check, is there anything I can take? Yes, for 10 copper, which I have. Oh, I got 24 silver. Oh yes, I left with silver. I may have to send that to somebody else because I was the banker, so I'm actually quite wealthy. Definitely want that. It increases my intellect. Now, the warrior could not use intellect, but I can. Increases my crits on spell casting by 4.69, nearly 5%, a little over 4.5. And
Blessings upon your family.
I want to start out with that all the time. So I'll do the P for the spell book. I have the auto attack moved because I'm right clicking as a habit. And I don't have a wand yet, but I will get one eventually, so I'll put that there. And now Arcane has got something. So I'll put this next to the other. This is another 30-minute buff. I'll immediately take it. Just check to see what I've got. One in there and one in there, which are all on my button bars. So there's a quest giver there. On the back side of this structure, 2 quest givers.
Kronakai Christor.
Oh yes, emitter spare parts.
Remain vigilant.
The Legion's end draws near.
And inoculation. Oh, this is going to be an object.
Remain vigilant.
So it's here. So I could put it on my Alt 0, but there are so few of these objectives, I'll leave them up, and so I'll click there when I have the proper thing targeted. And then there is to the north another quest giver. Right outside the door.
The Legion's end draws near.
Speak with somebody else. Speak with the botanist.
Do not lose faith.
And there the botanist shows up. And there the botanist is.
Kronakai Christor.
Okay, volatile. I'll have to check out that. I've already lost track.
Less fortunate.
But go to her and get the 45, which is less than
Seek the path of the light.
5%. And then do an L. Use the kit. Volatile mutations. Oh, those creepy things. Yes, besides the moths. Inoculation and spare parts. I do remember those because I just took them. And they're somewhere else. Well, that looks like a volatile mutation. So I'll pull it. And then I'll whack on it some. Well, I can shoot them, kill them faster if I just go ahead and repeat my cast. I'm pretty much skilled up in everything. I can afford to wait a little bit for that lousy single point on unarmed. It's kind of troublesome to unarm myself. Do a 1, do a 1, do a 1. So I have continuous casting, and that's enough to do it. It drains my mana, but not seriously. As a mage, as I get more and more leveling, I expect to find that my mana will drain more quickly and will become more of a problem. I'm thinking my competing players are reducing the pool of these critters, these mobs, I should say. Critters are a different thing. So between whacks, I can go up. Yep, sure enough, I'm going to go this way. I see a competitor off this way, taking on the vile creepy things. It's Thoralia. I already have an advantage as having been a banker, and there are quite a few of these what are they called? Volatile mutations.
I need to get closer.
Oh, she'll come to me. If you're communicating with another player inside the game, or if you are looking something up online, you do need the accurate names for these things. But you actually don't need to allude to the names that often anyway. Pretty close to, yep. One left to go and I'm on level 3. Use my overview map. I think I'll go that direction and kind of move back to what's going to be my left to go back toward the quest turn-ins. And yeah, there are a couple. I'll target that one. Left. 1. Okay. And up the hill toward my turn-ins. Oh, I should have been looking for... I'll do that. I'll look for injured. There he is. There's a Drainy survivor. Drain. He's selected. He or she. And he is saved. What is he? A he-ish body form, I should say. And now I should be able to turn in a couple of quests and push my level 3. The trainer is nearby, but I need to go to an even-numbered level before that's relevant. I see both turn-ins on the minimap. And I should be able to get a chain here.
Arcanon Poros.
170, that's a pretty good hit. 10%. 10 lasher samples, how do I do that? Quack lashers. Well, that's good stuff.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
I don't know what she's so upset. Corrupted flowers. Okay, run into those
Seek
as
the
I
path
wander
of the
around.
light.
So that's good. A good combination of quests. Illustrating once again why it tends to be more efficient to have a bunch of quests from one area rather than visit different areas. That's perfectly okay if you want
Open
to do
your
that.
heart to the light.
Okay. I'll get 220. Oh boy.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Over 15%. And now, drag that to here, and I have some overflow. Leather, so I got to sell it. And I've got a 2 with a 4 replacing it, so I'll sell my 2. Got to sell that. Got to sell that. Got to sell that. Now I have 8 things to sell, but I now have 4, 8, 12, 14 bag slots. Shift B. Yep. Okay. Back to the field. So these lashers are what I'm after. I remember they're being out here somewhere. Down the hill. It's perfectly okay to whack some things just for their drops or for the XP. XP is still pretty good. I'm a 3. So I prefer... Oh yeah, I'm going to leave the survivor. I still could resurrect or heal the survivor with my gift to the Nairu. But since apparently there are other players that are starting in this area, I'll leave that convenient one. They're actually rather plentiful. And I'm going in a southerly direction. Oh yes, to Iman Fields. That was where we were. And besides survivors, oh, and these are level 3, so I should skill pretty nicely with them. I'm looking for flowers. There's one. So since these won't aggro, I'll just walk right up, take the 1 of 3, and then I'll just whack one of these guys. Well, I might as well take on this guy. Since I leveled, I can skill up staves and defense. Let's see, is that in range? Is now. Continuous casting is just cast just before the bar of your previous cast expires. Getting 60 per kill. Oh yeah, that's sparkly. Can't quite. Yeah, there we is. There it is. I hover, I see a gear, which means I can use that thing, which in this case means gather, essentially. Do a 1, do a 1, do a 1, and then whack it.
It's too far away.
I knew that, I knew that. Do a 1, do a 1, do a 1. I'll do another 1, but it'll terminate. And there's the last flower, that's good. I had a little pause there. my continuous casting wasn't really that good because I was thinking about the flower, I guess. So this is 3 of 3. Yes. And so now just keep whacking these things. Continue, 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 continue. Six of 10. Shoot. Continue. One. I'll just let it ride. Well, now I think I'm up to 6 on my unarmed skill. So I'm going to move this over here and go ahead and pull him and get 2 in. Now, with the mage, with abilities like Fireball, there is a casting time, but there is no provision for range. It's not like using my warrior's arrow. It's not like it's too close. I can anytime I can use the one, but I'll have to take casting time to do it. Now, these mobs, not high enough to make much difference, but later, if you're casting and you're also in melee, or even being shot at by somebody else, the cast can be interrupted or delayed, and if that keeps happening, you'll never get your cast off, and you could die. So that's
I'm out of range.
There's one I can get handily by. I'll just see a lot of looking for group stuff here. I'm going to turn that off. That was one of my complaints about the skill ups, is they looked a lot like the rest of the dialogue. I think I'll do both. First, yeah, I'm watching my health bar, but I'm way ahead of this guy. I could go back and correct the spelling of disingenuous, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'll just turn that off. So right-click Settings, Global Channels, Trade now is turned off. These are all on. Looking for group, turn that off. Local defense is sometimes good because if there is a horde player engaging, it'll turn that on, or as soon as the game NPCs recognize a horde player, local defense turns on. So it should give us some looks. But I'm also going to turn that off. Then I'm going to go to Other, and skill ups are a little bit too yellow for me. I'm moving back toward the kind of a blue. Well, instead of doing that, I'll move this up a little bit. That's the experience. I don't know if I'm missing it or not. There it is. Your skill is increased to 15. Well, it looks a little like XP, but it's different enough, and they're similar enough that just reading the thing is fine with me. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to OK that scheme. And I'm headed back toward where I need to be. And L shows me a couple of completed ones. So I could continue. The inoculations are going to be in this area and probably across the river. But I think I think the turn-ins are on the way. And I'm accumulating a lot of grays and a lot of junk, and probably need to see a vendor, even with those extra 4 slots. I think it would be nice. So it looks like this is a smooth way to go back up the hill. Oh yes, now click that so I can see all the new stuff. And now with my reduced input, there shouldn't be a lot of new stuff. And should be popping my quest givers into view pretty soon, but I'll visit the
All
anvil.
prices here are reasonable.
Sell that. I have a 2538. I need to equip that. Sell that. Ooh, I need to equip that. So that and that and that and that. 3, 2. They're pretty cheap. So I have 2639. So I netted about an entire silver out of that.
Remain vigilant.
Bring B up again. Shift, hover, make sure I don't have one of those. Equip it. Shift, hover, equip that. So what kind of good shape am I in? I have 90 armor. Spirit is good. I need spirit. Intellect is great now. I still have the buffs up. Stamina is good. Agility is good. Strength. I don't have equipment or buffs yet that add to the other numbers. Well, kind of wondering, I had turn-ins around here somewhere. Hell. Botanist at the, oh yeah, I may be at the wrong building. Well, you know, I thought it was around the corner here. Oh yeah, wrong corner, I think. Am I coming? Oh, I'm on the south end, so I need to go to the north end. So one of the characteristics, and one of the reasons I'm hoping anyone will find this useful, one of the characteristics is that remembering detail always helps, but forgetting detail never hurts very much. Now both of the turn-ins are here. Got the corrupted flower. It's got a 250. That'll be a nice
Be
bump.
kind to those
Ooh.
less fortunate.
Like 18%.
May the light embrace you.
And 170. That might ding me. Yep. Now I'm a level 4. And I'll take another 250 to go to the irradiated power
Do
crystal,
not lose faith.
which is in the
Arcanon
lake. No, I'm done with
Poros.
it.
Good
Like
health.
that.
Long life.
And I just remember passing my trainer about 2 minutes ago, and so I think the trainer is in here, and I'm at a 4, which is an even number. Paladin trainer, Mage trainer. I need to remember I am a mage.
Good fortune.
I am interested in mage training. Oh, conjure water. So that gives me mana. So definitely train that. Ooh, and frostbolt. That's a goodie. So I'll train that. And I will
Be kind to those less fortunate.
put those on the bar. I'm going to put Frostbolt up here, so it'll be an Alt 2. And I'm going to put Conjure Water over here because I expect to put Conjure Water next to it. And it's a probably once in a login sort of thing, unless I use it all up. Let's check and see if there's anything else I need to worry about. There is not. I'm going south. Pretty sure, yes, this is the closest way to the big lake. And the big lake is where the big crystal is. I remember that from earlier times. In fact, I think that is the big crystal. Is that the biggest crystal? I don't know. It's not in the lake, so the answer is no. Ah, I can jump into the water. Apparently it wasn't deep enough to keep me from taking a little bit of damage. But I think there'll be a big crystal around here in the water somewhere. Certainly there are a lot of big crystals. Ah, but the one that shows the gear, that's the one. So I need to get in there. And now the gear is turned. And I can disperse the neutralizing agent. Done. Now I'm also pretty close to where these Alchemy are that I need to worry about and inoculate and whatnot. And I must say in earlier versions, these mutated Alchemy would aggro. There's a Nestlewood Alchemy, and I shall inoculate it.
It's too far away.
And there's a little dot here, so instead of the little number, as soon as the little dot turns blue, then we're close enough. So that's one. So that's what I'm looking around for, and in this version, this release, Wrath of the Lich King, I no longer have to worry about fighting my way through hostile Alchemy. There's a Nestlewood Alchemy, that's exactly what I need. Get close enough for the dot to change to blue. 206. This is a piece of cake. There's another one right there. Oh, this is easy. There's a mutated one. Nestlewood Hills, that's nice. So just hover them until I find a Nestlewood one. There, like there. Get close enough so I get the blue dot. Left click the inoculation. And I should be finding these parts up here somewhere mixed in with these Alchemy. And to make it easier for me, I expect them to be sparkling. Did she get my... Yep, she's getting it. Can we both do it? And the answer is no. She got it there first. She might be running up the hill getting the rest of them, but I got the first one so easy. She's down the hill, so I'm not going to worry about competition. And I'll run up the hill. That change about having these Alchemy. Oh, there's a rock emitter spare part. Having these Alchemy not aggro makes doing this quest much quicker and means that getting through the starting zone, the starting area of the starting zone for this race is much quicker. Yeah, and you're mutated and you're a rocket part. You're mutated and you're not. So 2 rocket parts and 1 alchemy. Mutated. There's a, call them rocket parts because some of them look like rockets. I should call it an emitter spare part. There's no one up there. And I can finish. Oh, I can finish either way here, both ways. Inoculated. So all of that is complete. So in this generally northerly direction, work my... Oh yes, I was through this cave, so I need to do that to get back in. Not necessarily. There might be a way around. There is a way around. Just out of curiosity and the urge to explore, I'll take this path around to the east. Now, as before, I think I can continue to inoculate these guys. I'm going to try once. The parts don't hover. Oh, well, I have to do a B and actually do it from here.
I'm out of range.
And sure enough, I can. I get close enough. But I'll refrain from doing that because it wastes them for other players. I could have made a mistake. I don't know if I can get over or through any of this or not. Oh, that looks too steep. Oh well, so maybe I do have to go back through the cave. Make it more interesting. As soon as I'm in range, I'll take on this guy. That way I can at least gain a little bit of XP. And maybe some interesting loot. Continuous cast. I missed. I'll do a cast while he's beating on me. That didn't slow me down. It's leather, so I have to sell it. It's useless, so I will sell it. Oh, I'm still fighting barehandedly. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can skill up both staves and unarmed, so I'll stay unarmed and go ahead and skill up next time. I'm trying to go off to the right, and there's the cave. And there's a mutated. So I'll use the two-handed way. And as soon as I'm in range, I'll press the 1. Shoot twice. That ought to give me enough of an advantage to deal without losing any health to speak of. Oh, my buffs are gone. So I put up my buffs. Cost mana, but I got continue. Is that a 20 is the cap? I think a 19. Yep, 20 is the cap. I don't know if I will cap, but I'll just stay unarmed for now. And it is burning up a lot of my health. So I'm going to equip at least the weapon Let's speed that up. Huh. But just a few seconds gives me 100% of both again. Well, let's see what this yields. Now, Frostbite slows movement speed for 5 seconds. So next time I'll lead with Frostbite is what I said, and then continue to cast fireballs, because I can cast quite a few more before the mob gets to me. So I'm waiting for Frostbolt to get in range. It's also a slow cast. Alt 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, bam. And it took 15% of my mana, but he never got to me at all. There's a Nessa Wood. I don't want to kill him for the same reason I don't want to heal him. There's a mutated. The fireball has a 35-yard range, and the frostbolt has only a 30. So you have to get a little closer. So I'm continuously casting fireball. 65 experience every time, and I'm at 20% as a number 4. And I have done my even number level training. So everything is complete. I'll turn everything in and just see what happens. I see 2 turn-ins.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Ah. I get a healing potion either way, I'm glad. I either increase my strength or increase my armor. Let's take a look. Strength increases my attack power. I like that. My armor's pretty good, but being a cloth wearer, armor is important. So it's kind of a 6 of one, half a dozen the other. But I think I'll take the elixir of lion strength. Find out where it's going to go. Oh, while I've got that open, I'll do that. Since that's leather and I can't equip it, I'll do that. I've chosen that. I'll get that. And how much XP will I get? Oh yeah, 450. That's a big bump. So right now I have 20%. Now 30, over 20%, 41%. So go do the missing scout thing.
Blessings upon your family.
Since it's a fairly low level of XP, I suspect this will be a quest chain.
Open your heart to the light.
Got these. Oh, and 9 armor, and I've got 4 armor. I can't equip anything else, so that's pretty clear. So I'll do that and expect 360, which will also be a nice bump. I have
Safe journey.
10, 20, 15, something like 17 or 18%. Okay. Right click, and then I'll sell what I got back. Now, the minor healing potion I'll put here so I can grab it easily. I'll put my buffs a few slots to the right of that, so that's a buff, which I do not need for the time being, and I have 29 minutes on the others. By the way, the running out of the buffs shows that I've been working for the botanist is in the north. I've been working for over half an hour because that's the time it takes for them to expire. I'm really hoping to finish this and position her at a quest hub in this session.
Greetings, friend.
250? That's a nice bump.
Seek the path of the light.
About 10%, a little more. Ammon Vale. Southwest to the other side of the lake. Well, just around down there, so the instructions are pretty clear. I'm just going for an easy path instead of going as the crow flies. I don't mind doing a little swimming. And the way I'm aimed at now, I don't think I have to anyway. I'm just going to do the numlock. Here's the lake. If it was beyond, oh, there it is. There's the turn in right in front of me. So it was mostly south, but it's southwest from the quest giver, mostly.
Arcanon Poros.
What you got? A little 110, which is still about 5%, and I want to have that, so I'll definitely take the quest. Eliminate the threat behind me.
Good health, long life.
Well, where's I see a flag in the way up, and even these guys are still not going to aggro. And again, that's an improvement with respect to getting out of the starting zone. In earlier releases, one still had to fight one's way up. Now, what am I doing up here? I'm killing 10 scouts. Well, that's easy. Alt 2, 1, 1, 1. And there was a little pushback with that one. So, overcasting is probably not a good idea. I can probably do more damage without doing that. Yeah, you tough bread.
Glory to the
Scout.
Sindorai.
I'm going to back up a little so that the Alt 2 will do me some good. And then I'll do a 1, and a 1, and a 1, and then whack. I use the ammo key to move up. Later releases, the mouse scroll works in both directions, which makes a lot more sense. But in this one, they still don't. I haven't used the generate mana function yet, that extra ability, because my burns are just not using that much mana. I missed that time. Sure you will. Alt 2, 1, 1, and then these scouts do not run. This is the cast time. I didn't see what he was about to cast. This is the cast time of 1.5. This is the cast time of 1.5. This uses 7 mana. This uses 9 mana. So if a mob does run, looks like the best way is to Alt 2. Because it's a little cheaper and it gets them while they're running. Now the Syria Candris, I think, will be a later quest. I just need Alt 2, 1, 1, 1. I just need a couple more scouts. Alt 2. 1, 1, 1, 1. 2 more.
What business have you?
Alt 2, 1, 1, 1. Level 5. Puts me in good shape getting out of here. I think I have one left. Alt
I need to get closer.
Alt 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. There are situations where the longer range cast as an initial cast would be better. If you're working in a group and a mob is attacking another player and you're at range, then it makes good sense, because then slowing it down may not be all that advantageous. But in general, my rotation is going to be Alt 2 followed by 1s.
The Legion will fall.
I definitely want the cloth. I'm looking at 360, which should be a pretty good bump. And yeah, about 12%. And if I take this, I get a better staff. It's 2.7 over 1.4. So this is where I
May your days be long.
go get
your
the surveyor.
hardships few.
Let's check out our bags. For 8 pants, I got a 4 armor, I got a 9 armor, so I got better. Weathered cloth armor, I need that, but I'll sell what came out. Can't equip that, can't equip that. I have better. I'll move the refreshing spring water and the bread out of the way. Might as well move the buffs and the healing potion out of the way, so that everything to sell is still at the bottom of my backpack. Let's see where I am. Oh yeah, I guess I need to go all the way around and up this ramp, and I'll be taking on the... There may be an ad here. Oh, somebody chose a... shaman. Totems come with shaman. Playing a shaman well is not easy. Whoop, I missed a turn somewhere. Oh yeah, there's the turn right there. Okie dokie. Well,
our enemies will fall.
Since everybody's a non-aggro, this makes this very easy. 2-1. I'll just take out the ad. I'll take out the boss mob. Alt 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. And start whacking on it. She got 30%. And then just go down the hill again, unopposed. Passing other players. Apparently there's a lot of new entering the world for these Draenei. The quest giver's out here somewhere. I don't think he was behind the lake, so I'll be this way for a while. Huh. Well, there's still a Draenei survivor. I'm quite puzzled as to... Oh, because he's not the turn-in, I have to go back to the crash site. Well, little RTFM for World of Warcraft. Looks like that's the ramp up. Now, I could be wrong about that. No, it is a way up. It may not have been the best way up. Oh, and I see the quest giver there on the other side of the handle. And I have a level 2.
Good fortune.
And another level 5. So I want the staff. And what else will I get? I'll get 3 silver, which is good, and 675, which is still a pretty good bump. Let's see what it is. Whoa, 25%. Now, what's this? So, speak with the technician.
Dionys Aka.
Now, I'll take the Exodar staff, put it up here. Then I'll actually equip it by clicking on it. And I'll move the old staff down here. Oh, and this, right click. And I will definitely accept that. And I got the same guy.
Ronakai Christor.
With some more silver and some more XP.
Remember the lessons of the past.
15% XP. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Be that out. Oh, well, that was convenient.
Blessings upon you.
There's the 110. And then traveled Azure Watch. That was what I was hoping for.
May your days be long and your hardships
Goodbye,
few.
Dodge. Well, habit is always go to an anvil.
Welcome.
But as we know,
Browse
it'll
at your
be
leisure.
quite a few levels before that's relevant. Mainly, I want to sell all this stuff. It's 31.41 now. A lot of just pennies here. It's not about the cash, it's about the bag slots. 31.79, so not even a silver.
Good health.
But I'm
Long
rich,
life.
rich. So, Azure Watch, I know where that is. And well, what was the quest actually? Travel to Azure Watch, and I already put it on the map when I ran to Exodar, so I already know the direction and the path and the whole 9 yards. So, kind of as the crow flies, going down is generally easier than going up. And I need to straighten out a little bit more to the west. Oops, way off. There we go. Is that the path? It looks like it. I think it is. And unlock. Now, as I recall, and I do recall, there was an additional exit quest to pick up on my way out. But this will take me forward, it will not send me back. Level 65 Guardians, so it helps prevent horde raiders from going in and just ganking new.
The
new
Naru have
gold.
not forgotten us.
So check it
Remember
out.
the
at
lessons of the
Azure
past.
Watch. Now here, I think I'd mentioned before, that's just a lamp. I should be able to acquire a fishing rod without having to purchase one.
May the light embrace you.
So do an accept.
Dionysaka.
Now I have the drainy fishing line, and my buffs are still up. And I see the sparkling on the water, school of red snapper. Run right over into it, or close to it. Click the thingy. And I have red snapper. Now what'll happen is sometimes a murloc will somehow spawn. And it will aggro. And it will let me skill up my staves. And it's a level 5, and I really don't want to... I could see. I'm going to go ahead and take the gift of the Naru and keep whacking. And it yielded a red snapper. Oh, there's another one already. Well, I think I will take the time to cast back out of here. Shoot. It gives me an advantage, so that's how I'll take these. I'll go ahead and risk the cast, risk the push back, and go ahead and cast. At this point, I'll bring up all my stuff, and I'll drag the tough hank of bread over in this area. I might have to use a healing potion, but the tough hunk of bread will let me renew my health. I still don't have this school. Got it that time. How deep do I have to go? I'll have to swim, so I'll try it on the other side where I don't have to swim. Yeah, I'm still going to have to swim. You shall see. Yeah. Straightforward. I have 5 and I need 10 red snapper. So I have to keep doing this. It's way over on the other bank, so I'll swim through. I think I'll go upstream again, or whichever way this is. This connects 2 bodies of water, so it may not have any current. Yeah, let's see. I'm not close enough. Okay. Looting the Murlocs gives red snapper, so it's not a bad thing. A little closer. Yep, here it comes. There was some pushback. But he's still slowed down, and so I didn't get any pushback on my second fireball. That's worth knowing. One more. I'll just eat a chunk of bread real quick. Waiting would have done just as good at this level. I'll just go back here and try this again. And I should have them all. Let's see. Yep, we got 10. And my quest giver is up. My turn in is here.
Greetings, friend.
I've got everything I need. And I will get a fishing pole and I will get a shiny bauble. But I can't equip the fishing pole without fishing. But she's going to be a fishing trainer. So, did that. And I need to visit Azure Watch anyway, so I'll take
Favor
this.
the road traveled by few.
And I want to learn how to fish. I have level 5, and so that worked out quite neatly. Trained fishing.
Safe journey.
So I'll do a P. I see in my general that now I have fishing. I'll put it on Alt 9 because my other tunes have it on Alt 9. Requires fishing poles. And I'll put the fishing pole, since it is also two-handed, here on the left. And just to prove I can, I'm going to go down here and fish a few catches. I'm going down here to where the water's wider, so keep getting your cast did not land on fishable water. Left click. Alt 9. I'll do 10 or so casts. Because I'm going to get junk. There are plenty of low-level waters still, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. And I need to deal with Azure Watch. I need to set my Hearthstone there, and then I need to go to the capital again, possibly to get training. I might find my trainer. I'm looking for Alchemy, and I think I'm also looking for Tailoring. One or more of those trainers might also be in Azure Watch. I'll make 10 casts. That'll take me to level 11. I think I'll try to cast in that school to see if I actually get a red snapper, but it's not the same as the other schools. It's a little sparkly school and not a dark one. So we'll find out. Well, I'm in the school. Hey, I got a white, so maybe this is something. So even though I was going to stop, I changed my mind. Yeah. Tattered cloth. That's getting kind of crowded. Old boot. I'm not equipped. I'll equip it. Well, that's interesting. I might be having that's 7 armor. And this is not even that. It's not that so I don't understand. I guess it's simply, even though it looks like an armor, somehow it doesn't have that property.
Open your heart to the light.
Sure, I'll just get rid of this stuff. 72 cents. So that actually pays off better. I'll see if I can cook with that.
Dionysaka.
Indeed. That's what I always say. And they all say it, so apparently it's a drainy sort of good luck or happy trails to you. Dionysaka. Probably means something like blessings of Dionys are upon you. And Dionys is an interesting linguistic choice. I think it's related to Diana. And there are, in actual real life and in history, a lot of references to that. Dana, I think, for Celts. And I think it was originally at least a goddess of the moon. And that makes absolutely no difference in play. So, Hunter Trainer.
Each day is a blessing.
Another little bump.
Dionys Akar. Warm wishes to you.
Ah.
Safe journey.
For Aya Skinner, this is a pretty good quest because I have to whack a lot of those critters. while I'm running around here, I notice I haven't really turned on much. I'll turn on Flight Master. Oops, hovered too long. Flight Master and Profession Trainers. And here I'm going to widen it just a little bit to spread things around. So I have a bunch of Profession Trainers, and they're mainly right in front of me. Have a turn in here.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
That's a pretty good bump.
Be well.
To level 6. So I'll also add class trainers. And probably I'll be running into those. I'm going to take the anvil right out of there as well as the... and there are only a couple of those others left, so widen search a little more. Go inside here in any case.
All prices here are reasonable.
I'm going to collect this. It may be useful if I run out of my own water, but mainly, again, I can group it together and use it for cooking. So, oh yeah, I'm supposed to choose it. There we go.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
No follow on. My trainers are all outside. Ah, engineering trainer. Pass. Oh. Before I forget,
I hope you find something useful. May your days be long and your hardships few.
hearth to here. Straight ahead of me is a trainer. Mining. Another pass. There's a mage trainer. Gonna need that. And this artificer. Oh, I've done that already.
I need to get closer.
So it's this one. Oh, that was the mining trainer. So this one. Herbalism trainer. Nope, I need alchemy. Alchemy trainer.
Each day is a blessing.
So I'll do this. It'll warn me that it's my one of two. But I'll spend my 10 pennies. And this is the first aid trainer.
Dionys Haka.
I'm rich enough to
The Naru
pick
have
that
not
up
forgotten us.
and get the root trapper vines while I'm at it.
Remain vigilant. Blessings upon you.
And train alchemy.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Even if I make my own mana potions and food at some point. If I'm in combat, I can't use them, even if I'm just stepped away. But if I can get a little bit of room to breathe, I could bandage. So bandaging is still good for a mage. I think I've used up all of my trainers, except for the mage trainer.
Blessings upon you.
And yes, now I can conjure food. And I get Fire Blast. That's an instant cast, 30 mana, but it's a pretty good damage dealer. So I'll do that. And I'll upgrade Fireball. And this is rank 2. It does not move up rank 1. I can have both of them equipped.
Remember the lessons of the past.
So you see it shows Fire Blast, which I'll move to 5. And it shows ranks 1 and 2. This is a shorter cast with less mana and hits for 15 to 25. This is a longer cast with more mana, burning more mana. It's 30, it's a third longer. Or this is a quarter faster or something. 3/4 the speed. I don't know, but I'll put both of them here so that if I want to get a quicker one, or I'm concerned about my mana, I can use the 1 instead of the 2. So I got 1, 2, and 5. Nothing's changed here. And this has changed, so I'll just move food on top of water. So health and mana. And for now, I'll turn off my trainers. I'll turn back on repair reagents. I mean food and drink. Right now I don't need reagents. All my quests are low level. And yeah, here's a peacekeeper. I'll check out where tailoring
Legion
is.
will fall.
Oh, the encampment at the beach. That's a surprise to me. I thought I'd have to go into the Exodar, but this is a good thing. It will mean, first of all, that I'll be encountering some moongraze animals and can work on that quest. See what my quests are. And root trapper vines, I might be able to run into those. It will give me a cooking trainer, as I recall. That's because I've been there many times in the past. Don't remember much, but I remember a little bit. There's a moongraze stag. It's a 5, but I'm a 6. So as soon as I'm in range, I'll do an alt 2. Then I'll do a 2. Alt 2, 2, 2. And a 1. I waited a little too long. That's skinnable. And I got a tenderloin. Continue in this direction. Now, the moongraze stags don't aggro. But stuff here might.
It's too far away.
Alt 2, 2, 2, 1, and then pack it. Root trapper. Yep. Could go after those. I think first, though, I'll go ahead down here. This is a friendly zone. It's Alliance. Oh yeah, I could remember to back off my mini-map. This is an Alliance area, and there are some trainers and there's some quests, and it's another secondary quest hub. Not sure that they're spelling that correctly, but they get to spell it any way they want to. Go ahead and grab all the quests. Okay.
Be careful.
Cooking trainer and supplies.
Hello. See you later. Good day to you.
Teach me how to cook. Nearly 1 silver, but I am relatively rich. And there's the spice bread thing. I might as well. A little tickle in my throat.
Have a good one.
And supplies. Tailoring trainer.
Good to you.
Get rid of that. And I'll be warned and I'll take it. General goods.
See you around.
Oh yeah.
Hey there.
I'm sure it's the only thing I can do, so I'll do that.
Safe travel.
Hey there.
And I'm going to do full stack. Oops, it keeps walking off. I will do a full stack of flour and spices.
What can I do for you?
Because I have a little bit of funding, and this will skill me up pretty efficiently. I need 10 to do. I need 80 to do sagefish, and 175 to do sagefish delight. So, not a very good source of recipes, I can say that. And the cooking fire is right over here. So, P, go back here. Now, I'll put the fire like I did before, at the far right. I'll put cooking next to it. Now that I have tailoring, it should be on here somewhere. I'll put it next to that. And then I'll go back here and put alchemy next to tailoring. So I don't have to go back through P to get to those. Now that I'm near a fire, I'll bring it. Cooking, and I've got 20 spice breads that I can use to skill up cooking PDQ. Another half hour has come and gone, and I've run out again, so before very long I need to park and get some physical rest in the real world, in real life. So spiced bread is still skilling up, but I'm going to wait. Now I have general goods, and I have trainer and supplies.
What can I do for you?
I'm hoping somebody may have some recipes that I can acquire at lower levels. I see some bags.
See you around.
Not ready to invest in bags
Hi.
yet. Let me drag. Yeah, I don't want to become a blacksmith. And it's just blacksmithing supplies. So that's kind of it here. Okay then. I'm going to take the shortcut and go across the land toward the Exodar, because I'm pretty sure I can encounter, well, there's one right there, moon grays. Two. That was my mistake. I just pressed Alt 2. Now do a 5. Now it dropped the amount of mana I had by a little bit. I had Alt 2. I just moved my fingers back to the 2. Do a 2 again. Do a 1. I missed on the 1. Yay! It's all, for me at least, it's reassuring to get one of something. I know I'm whacking the right things. I'll whack that one instead. Alt 2, 2, 2, 1. I think that half a second, that quarter of a second makes a little bit of a difference. So far so good. Alt 2, 2, 2, 1. I think I missed with one of those, so I'll do a 5. Burning down into the 70s with my mana. A little closer. Alt 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. I need 5 or 6. Alt 2, 2, 2, 1. Just guessing. Alt 2, 2, 2, 2. Too close. Kind of skunk. Alt 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Got all my that's. Need to get all my theses. Alt 2, 2, 2, 2. My mana's not hurt too badly. It's going to take a lot of these. Alt 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Slowly but surely. Better check and see my jump level. Well, that's an equivalence. Can't. Oh. This is like a food. This is like a food. I think I'll put the foods up here though. Get them out of the way. Yep. Need to go further to the north. I expect to encounter mobs that will aggro here somewhere. Alt 2, 2, 2, 2. Half of them.
I need to get closer.
Alt 2, 2, 2, 1. I'm not sure adding the including the 1 is the way to go, because this has 3 DOT, damage over time. This has a 2 DOT, and I think the 2 replaces the 3, so might as well just stick with the. See,
I need a target.
There we go. Alt 2, 2. I'll start with the 2. I'll just keep with the 2 and use the 5 if I need to. I can use the moon gray stag for cooking. Oh, that thing aggroed. It's a 6. Start out by whacking it with that. And whenever it procs, then we'll use it again. Oh yeah, and meanwhile, forgot to put on my buffs. Health is low. Well, I should have used up this enriched lasher root and gotten a free 3 bag slot out of it. A freed bag slot. Well, that worked fine. Well, going this way may reveal some map. Oh, there's another road. Finding the lashers could be a problem. Ooh, I'm getting into cats. It's a 7. Use the other technique and continue hitting it with a 5. I don't think these ones will run. Let's see what that is. It's a quest. So I can take it back to Azure Watch as well. So that's a good thing. I have business in the Exodar. Ah, that's where the map missing piece was. Okay then. I'll move around this body of water clockwise. Oops. I missed seeing that guy. But I have a way to cope with that. Just hit him every time. Procs. 2, 1. This is a 7. This is getting kind of close. Oh, I did it again. I meant to use the enriched lash root. But I forgot. And there's one I can A2 and then 2 and then 2. Oops, he missed. And then 5. And there's an 8. Huh, that didn't work.
I can't cast that yet.
Running a little low on health. That did it. Okay, the enriched lash root. Now I can get it out of my bags. %. Mana's coming up. I want to take this 8, but it's going to be a close run thing, and 3-minute cooldown here means I'll probably have to use potion because that's 2 levels and it's a little dicey. So I'm going to do the A2. Alt 2, 2, 2, 5. Keep whacking it. Well, I was overly pessimistic. This was pretty easy. Do a 5. So I'm pretty cocky now with 8s and 9s. I mean, I think I could take a 9. Mages are great damage dealers. They're just very squishy. They can only equip cloth. Uh-oh. Another 8. He's in range. Alt 2. 5.
I'm out of range.
My bad. Slow down. Didn't get the extra hit in. Now the 5. Whack him. 5. 82 XP. Pretty nice XP bumps. This thing might also aggro. Alt 2, 2, 2, 2. Do I have all of the... Yes. I see the flight master here. Not staying up a long time. If I'm approaching the correct direction, I think this is the way up. And go up instead of through. Huh.
Open your heart to the light. May your days be long and your hardships few.
I'm looking for the bank vault that I opened because I'll have some stuff there that I can use. Riding trainer, you have to be I believe it's now level 20. Well, anyway, I have my Z's, and it's been well over an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So what I'm going to do is just get back to the bank, terminate this particular session, post it, and the next time I'm on, I'll try to skill her up in alchemy. I don't know if she kept any linen or was given any linen. Oh, and on my way down, I'm going to check this cook to see if there are any recipes.
Warm wishes
I
to
think
you.
she simply, oh yes, the spiced wolf meat, that's always there,
Seek the path of the light.
and I have to go to
May you
Stormwind.
find what you seek.
And the same, so
May your
apparently,
days be long and your hardships few.
apparently that didn't do me any good. And you may remember coming here the last time. The bank is on the right. The auction house is way over here on the left. So straight ahead is the auction house. This is the bank. I did not have anything. And now oh. I should first get rid of my junk. But there are vendors right outside here, between here and the auction house, making it a little bit sweeter.
May you find what you seek.
Well, I seeked you. So I want to get rid of that. 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 And that. So 27 silver. I want to save refreshing
Safe
spring
journey.
water. Don't really need the trade channel.
Greetings, friend.
I do have linen, and I've got a lot of herbs. Save the mackerel. This is 61, that's 61. The whole thing will only sell for a penny. You know what? I think I'll just sell it and get rid of it. I'll save that. I'll save that. And I'll sell all I'll use all of that for my alchemy. Don't know if I can get into Earthreat right away. But I'm set up
Be
to
kind
start
to
out
those
with
less fortunate.
tailoring. So I'll bolt up the linen cloth right away and I'll go to 11. And for alchemy, I'm going to need vials. Vials will be near the alchemy trainer here in the capital. So I'll get here in case somebody sends me some more linen. And I'll go ahead and leave the game now. So I'll exit the game. And next time we will skill up a little on alchemy and see if we can't support some of our other tunes with what we cook up. See you next time.